Welcome to the Global Cycling Network Technology Show. I'm Alex Payton.
And I'm Ollie.
Coming up this week, we've got some new water bottles, a beautiful new rear derailleur, and some Speedy Boy gravel wheels. Plus, what's our main talking point?
Rim brake bikes that you can still buy.
Fabulous.
First up, the results of the poll from last week, which was asking about how often people commute by bike.
Yeah.
50% of our audience say they never commute by bike.
I'm surprised by that.
I'm surprised by that as well. And, well, then the rest is pretty even split amongst the others. So it's basically 50% do commute a bit and 50 don't.
Yeah, okay. On to our main talking point?
Yeah.
So the rim brake is not dead. Now there are absolutely loads of disc brake bikes available at the moment, and there are some models that are only available in disc brake bikes. However, we've compiled a list of all of the bikes that are currently available in the year 2022 that you can still get hold of in rim brake.
Yeah, and it's interesting this because, well, a few years ago, you may remember that we visited the Taipei Bike Show and we spoke to Vision, and Vision reckoned that rim brakes were going to become extinct within 2 years. And that led to the creation of the rim brake extinction clock, which has now itself become extinct.
The extinction clock has gone extinct.
Rim brakes have survived the extinction period. Anyway, they're still around.
Yeah.
Still quite, and there's a surprising number of rim brake bikes still available to buy. And this is great news because we love rim brakes.
Yeah, before you accuse us of having some sort of agenda, we haven't. We love disc brakes and we love rim brakes. Both have got their advantages and disadvantages. Neither system's perfect.
Yeah, just like people. Anyway, fun fact for you, disc brakes invented 1902.
That's quite a long time ago, actually.
Yeah, anyway, right, on to bikes that still have rim brake options.
Let's kick it off with the Colnago C68, which is due to release soon with both rim brake and disc brakes as an option.
Well, it's at the point of launch, it's just disc brake.
Oh.
That's the one Si had in the video, if you saw his first look video. Just disc brake. We've been told rim brake is coming, but it's pretty expensive. There are definitely a decreasing number of rim brake bikes though. So for example, Canyon, last year you could get the Ultimate CF SLX in rim brake version and disc brake. Now you can only get the lower spec carbon SL model in 2022 in rim brake and disc. So
You've still got the endurance range though as well.
yeah, so
the
all
Endurance.
Canyols, Endurace models, which are their road bikes with sort of more relaxed geometry, they're available in rim and disc.
Hasn't Papa Bridgewood got one of those?
Yeah, my dad does have an Endurace. He loves his Canyon Endurace.
Fair. Next up on our list, we've got the Pinarello Dogma F. So that's still offered in a rim brake, although again quite a pricey bike.
Yeah, and Ineos are using the disc brake version this year.
Yeah, surprised by that.
Using the rim brake. I mean, there's a bit of a trend for Italian bikes. Like
Yeah.
the Bianchi Ultra XR4
Yeah.
is also another bike that's available rim and disc.
Okay, but what about some of the more affordable options?
Well, Specialized, one of the biggest bike brands, they don't offer rim brakes on their top-end carbon frame sets anymore, but they do offer rim brakes on the aluminium Specialized Alley range, so you can get one there. And then if you look at, say, Trek, they do offer rim brakes on the top-end carbon bikes.
Only frame sets though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't buy a complete bike, only a frame set. So if you want a complete Trek bike with rim brakes, you're looking at the aluminium Domane.
So again,
Which is
that like endurance range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Next up on our more affordable bike list is the Orbea Advanced. So even though this is affordable, it still comes in a carbon frame.
Yeah, so but it is their endurance geometry again.
Yeah.
It's that higher front end, higher stack. And definitely noticing something of a theme here
Yeah.
of like endurance bikes being the ones predominantly still available with rim brakes. Because, well, if you look at Ribble, for example, their Ribble Endurance again, are still available.
Clues in the name.
Rim brake, yeah.
Also on the list here, we've got a Triban RC120. So this is only 429 of your finest British pounds.
Bargain.
It's an absolute bargain.
And that's a great sort of entry-level price point for someone just wanting the first road bike.
Yeah, so this is probably the sort of bike that we'd maybe suggest is ideal for when you're getting into the sport. Whereas I know some people are going to say, oh, we always give the Eurobike a hard time.
Yeah.
But
We do slag off the Euro bike.
yeah, we do give it a hard time.
But the reason is because it's rubbish. As simple as that. We're not against entry-level bikes.
No.
It's just when we slag off the Euro bike, it's because it's very like unnecessarily flashy, and we just think that you'd be much better off if you're in the market for an entry-level bike or you know someone who is, to spend your money on something like that RC120 than the Euro bike.
I'll agree with that. So if you went up in price slightly from that RC120, you get the Van Rysel bike. Now this is a 105 equipped bike and is available with rim brakes.
Yeah. So there's still quite a few out there.
There's loads of
I've just thought of another one as well.
Oh, go on.
The Giant TCR. So we had that on Wales in a day, and they offer that in the top spec frame as well, in rim and disc. And that one, that's not an endurance frame, is it? It's a racing bike like a Pinarello F, but again, pricey.
I guess all of the major group set manufacturers are still offering most of their components in rim and disc. So I guess it gives the option to people that are buying stuff and deciding what they want to ride.
Yeah, it's determined by the group set manufacturers. But I think there's a similar thing here with what's happened with cars. So you look now, like Ferrari is making just automatic Ferraris.
Yeah.
They don't make manual Ferraris.
Remember ages ago, that would have been a crime, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, and everyone goes, oh, I love disc brakes, and everyone goes, oh, I love manual transmission. I mean, everyone goes, I love rim brakes, I love manual transmissions.
Yeah.
But no one buys them. So we know from Pinarello, when they said that they were starting the F, they were like, well, yeah, we're making it in both rim and disc because people want it, but the sales figures speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
can't argue with sales figures.
Yeah,
can you?
like 90% or 95% of the bikes sold are disc brake. So
there you had it.
Go figure. Now, people are always going in the comments, aren't they? Squirreling away, going, oh, it's all disc brakes, some big conspiracy from the bike industry.
Conspiracy theory.
It's all a big conspiracy, disc brakes, disc brakes, disc brakes. And while they are making disc brakes, ultimately it does come down to consumer demand. It's a free market, and rim brake bikes are still available. So if rim brake bikes were vastly outselling disc brake bikes, they would put
it's
all their
based
effort
on
there.
what bike manufacturers are selling and what people are buying.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a poll.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is, if you were buying a bike tomorrow, would you pick rim or disc? And then based on that, we can settle this conspiracy theory once and for all. We'd put it to bed.
It's like pouring fuel onto the fire, this, isn't it? Stand back, it's going to explode.
Yeah. Well, you know what to do. Click on the link, vote in the poll.
I can't wait to see
results next week.
Yeah, it's going to be spicy. It's now time for Hot and Spicy Tech, and we're going to start things off with a birthday shout-out.
We don't do birthdays and shout-outs.
Yeah, we do. We're doing it now.
Anyway, well, it's Merida's birthday, so we're making a special exception. Merida is 50 and started in 1972. And they made their first road bike in 1974. Check this out. They've come a long way since then, haven't they?
They have come a blooming long way.
Although, in that 50 years, I don't quite got the concept of birthdays, because it's their birthday.
They've sent us
They've
presents.
sent us a present. They've sent us some snacks of the week.
They've sent us a little note as well.
Yeah, check this out. So they got this, which is a little Merida little mocha pot, and some little mugs to go with it, which you said are like...
You holding that as what Connor looks like holding a normal size mug.
Yep. And some coffee. Thanks.
That'll go lovely after the show.
Yeah, we'll have some coffee. Thanks,
I can't help but notice in the letter they sent with it says, "Hi Ollie, hope you're well. Don't worry about me. I'll just be over here not being well by myself. Thanks."
Right. Next up, Campagnolo. New
We've got
wheels.
some new wheels. So I actually did a video on these last week. There's loads of cool tech going on them.
Right.
You got that out of the way now?
Yeah.
Oh, good, thanks. So loads of cool tech going on with them, and they are Campagnolo's first ever gravel specific wheel set.
So these are the Levantes.
These are the Levantes. We've got a few special sort of standout features, and all of them, or most of those features, have an acronym. So we've got the Hulk, not a fictional green superhero, but it stands for handmade ultralight carbon finish. And we've got Celux, which means they've got that really shiny finish on, similar to the Bora Ultra WTOs that you and I rode. And the advantage that means, a bit lighter, and it's got a sealed rim bed, so you haven't got to have rim tape on there. And one of the standout features is something that they're calling the mini hook system. So Campagnolo are saying this offers the advantages of a hookless system, but the advantages of also the beaded or hooked system. So you're getting the best of hookless and hooked. Yeah?
I'm intrigued by
Yeah, I know, it's quite
hook.
interesting. So if you want to know all of the specifications, we're going to have to head over and watch that video. But for those of you that want to know the weight, 1,485 grams. So pretty good for a gravel wheel set.
Yeah.
Nice.
We've also got some special bottles.
We have.
Where are the bottles?
You should have one. I've got one.
Yeah.
Don't lose your one. It's lost it already. So these are for the Giro, which is starting incredibly
Hence
soon.
why they're pink.
Yeah, that gives that
Well,
away.
the Giro starts tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? Already?
Yeah.
Wow,
And,
time flies.
yeah, well, I'm not going to be on the tech show next week because I'm off on a special mission to Italy to make some exciting
Videos.
videos.
Wow.
Exciting content. We've got some cool stuff planned.
Well, you better pack these in your suitcase.
Yes, but if you want to get your hands on some rather nice rosa pink bottles,
You know what to do.
shop.global cycling network. Next up, we've got a new rear derailleur. So Italian manufacturer Ingrid has brought out a new version of its Larasta rear mech, and it looks absolutely incredible. It's made from like CNC aluminium, and it's a limited edition version of their RD1 mech. So there's only 81 of them
Only 81?
available. But
Okay, you don't want to damage it, do you? You run out of new parts.
no. So you may sort of be familiar with the sort of Larasta rear mechs if you remember the old Nos Paul components from back in the 90s. They're the kind of thing that that Doddy would have just absolutely loved.
He got posters all over his walls as a kid.
Probably still does.
This thing looks cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of an update and an evolution on that, and apparently they've been working on it since 2017. But like I say,
You can see the inspiration for their design they've taken.
Yeah, so this one's a 1x rear mech, but apparently, according to the website, it's compatible with SRAM and Shimano drivetrains.
And Campagnolo as well.
Campagnolo, yeah.
It's available in a short cage and a long cage option. It's designed to be used with a 1x chainring. So if you use the short cage option, it can accept cassettes up to 46 tooth. The long cage option up to a 52 tooth. It weighs 270 grams here, 100% designed and produced in Italy. And something that is really cool is all of the components are replaceable, including the little bushings in the pivot points.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I
That
do
is
like
cool. So
that.
you can completely sort of field strip it, take it apart,
Yeah.
put it back together.
One thing I'm not quite so sure on is the price.
Yeah.
$797, I believe that is. So, yeah, it's an expensive piece of equipment, but I mean, look at it.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Let us know what you think in the comments section. Some bike fit tech for you here,
Lovely.
or rather, a book.
Yeah.
See, it was good to see so many sort of comments and questions under our bike fit special we did with Jake a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, another friend of the channel is bike fit guru Phil Burt, who, well, he's bike fit Team Sky, Team GB, the Brownlees,
Yeah.
all sorts.
Big
really.
names.
He literally wrote the book on bike fitting, and this is the second edition of that book.
Quite literally, as written in the book.
So he just brought out his second edition, which is a really useful sort of resource to have if you've ever got questions on your own bike fit and things like saddle height and stuff like that. But this one's now been updated. It's got a particularly interesting section in it where Phil basically reckons that all cyclists could benefit from riding shorter cranks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think should form the basis of a future tech video.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Next up, we already discussed some bottles in the show already. Well, we've got some more water bottles here. So this is a 100%
as well.
compostable bottle from Cannondale and EF Education. Now, this is being released in line with trying to combat some of the waste that we generate from cycling. And so they say they feel like it's a good solution to the 32,000 water bottles that the EF Education men's and women's teams get through every single year.
That's incredible.
That is a huge amount, isn't it?
of plastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that case, if they are using that many bottles, and then that's just a team. So imagine, just the rest of the
Multiply it up.
population at large using them. The rest of it is, wow.
So everything is compostable on this bottle, the lid, the bottle, the top bit that you drink through, and under sort of the perfect conditions to degrade and break down all the materials, you're looking at around 3 months. However, if you're trying to do this at home in the kind of stuff and equipment you have in your garden with your garden waste, you're looking at much closer to about a year. But still, in a year's time, if you don't want this anymore, it could be gone. No more waste left.
Wowzers.
And then finally, GCN Plus is now available on Apple TV, which means for the upcoming Giro and other races, it's another fantastic way of watching.
I just use Chromecast. Anyway,
Yeah.
more hot tech next week.
It's now time for the best bike shop in the world this week, according to us.
Yeah, this is the part of the show where you can help us celebrate and champion local bike shops, the core of the cycling community, by simply uploading them into the GCN app. And then you upload them, but make sure you include the hashtag bike shop.
Yeah.
In the upload.
Make everyone's lives easy. So first up, what we got? Well, it's submitted by D Bell 4. So this is the Trek of Woodlands shop. They say it's the best bike shop in their opinion.
Wow.
The shop is always clean, staff are always friendly, knowledgeable, and the service for your bike is top notch.
So this shop appears to be in America.
Does indeed.
In near Los Angeles.
Where here it says the San Fernando Valley. Yeah, I think it's near Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm just looking on the website now. Oh yeah, near the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreational Park.
It looks great. It's got. I tell you what though, if I was doing some due diligence.
Yeah.
And I checked their Google reviews.
Okay.
They're pretty good. So they're 4.9 rating on Google.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good, man. Check this out. Mark Taylor says friendly and knowledgeable staff. Prompt turnaround on my bike. That's
incredible,
good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Emma Giles says, really helpful staff, guided us through everything we needed to know. 5 stars.
So that sounds great. I'm just looking through some of the pictures, and I kind of noticed they have got a lot of bikes in that store. It is jam-packed full of bikes, which is great for a bike shop.
Is there a
little coffee bit in there as well? Can't quite see.
There's a huge selection of
Good
bikes.
selection of bikes.
Nice, light, airy space.
Yeah.
To peruse all those bikes while you're there.
Could be there for a while.
Well, Thomas Bird was there for a while. He said, they took as much time as I needed to get what I was looking for. Awesome staff, 5 stars. So there you go.
Yeah.
Clearly is a great bike shop.
Yeah. Keep submitting your bike shops over on the GCN app because we love going all the way through and picking them out. Well, it's just good to help celebrate local shops, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's now time for my favourite part of the show. It's the Bike Vault. This is the section of the show where you upload pictures of your bike to the GCN app. Ollie and myself judge them to be either nice or super nice. If they're super nice, ring the bell.
That's it. So the most super nice bike in the GCN app last week was this, submitted by APJVG.
Oh, I like this.
Wonder what that stands for. Look at it, Cambridge North Railway Station.
This looks nice, I like this.
Just outside Costa.
Well presented bike.
Canyonair Road.
Cranks level, correct.
You know, I think that is super nice.
We're going to agree?
Yeah.
Oh, well, super nice.
Super nice. We've got another incredibly catchy username here. VVJJDD.
Wow.
Has submitted this Ozone 500.
Cityscape. 1, why is it facing the wrong way around?
Non-drive
2,
side.
crank's not level. 3, valve's not level.
It's a nice bike, you know. I like the saddle colour actually, and I like the way that matches the grips. And it's got really nice sort of mudguards or fenders on there and racking. That's a really good bike.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It's a great bike, but
I'd love to have a bike like that.
In terms of the picture, it's not great. The bike is great, picture's not
Poorly
great.
presented.
It's going to be a nice from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up is Chima.
With, you sound like Donald Trump saying China.
Sorry, everybody.
It's a Colnago C64. Oh.
Wow.
Look at this
Wowzers.
ceramic speed, oversized pulley wheel. That's just rude, isn't it? Look at that. It's got Obermeyer's.
Yeah, this is one hell of a
Meilenstein
bike.
Obermeyer's.
I mean, in terms of the Bike Vault entries that we've just seen, they couldn't be further apart in terms of the scale of bikes.
No, but that previous bike could have been a super nice.
Yeah, it's just,
this was poorly presented.
Just needed a bit more time.
This, well presented.
Yeah.
Nice to see the pointing on the wall is
in check.
Is in check and neat as well. That's a super nice.
Super nice. Yeah.
Dave Peckham with his Genesis Zero.
Ooh. Quite nice colours. A lot of accessories on this bike. We've got a light on the end of the handlebars. We've got a head unit. We've got another mount. We've got a saddle. We've got a light on the back.
There's all sorts of weird lights hanging off the drops.
Gold chain though. Should we do a gold chain fist bump? First one for ages. There you go.
The wheels aren't aligned. It's not in Biggie Smalls. It's just
a nice.
Yeah.
Sorry. Next up.
Too much stuff hanging on.
Next up is Jace 0912 with what is this? A Velo build, VBR 168. Can't say I'm familiar
I'm
with
not
it.
familiar with a Velo build.
No.
No.
Looks like a modern carbon bike though.
Yeah.
What do we make of this? I like the colour, that's for sure. Crank's not aligned. Valves are aligned.
I think.
What else have we got? Bikes at a slightly jaunty angle.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you?
I'm leaning towards a nice,
I'm leaning towards a nice.
but I do like
That's
the
it.
bikes.
First thought, best thought.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I knew you rang the bell then.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Max Frogger Moose.
Where do these usernames come from?
He's got an old style Eddie Merckx EM.
Oh, I like this bike.
Durace on it.
Somewhat, is it maybe a cluttered background, would you say?
I'm expecting Grouch from Sesame Street to just leap out from any point. Like, it is just...
There's a lot going on in the background, isn't there? Well, so what do we think in terms
it's
of
a
this bike?
nice, because I mean, there's just...
Another nice bike,
It's just a nice... Yeah.
but poorly presented. Okay,
That's a brilliant bike. But
I'll
it's
go with
just-
that.
Yeah.
It's a nice, sorry.
Bradley Joe.
Last one for this week. It is... What is it? I don't know what it is.
Bradley Joe with a Curve Belgi V3.
Wow. It's a titanium, I'd assume.
Ooh.
I like this.
What I like on that is on
Yeah.
the frame it's got like a polished titanium, but then also brushed titanium
Wow.
bits. So you've got that
Yeah.
kind of gloss matte contrast.
I like
which
this.
I really like that. It's
Well,
cool.
again, love the bike. Cranks aren't level. It's not in Biggie
I
Smalls.
think the crank though is in line with the seat tube, which is an alternative
You're trying
way
to
you
justify
can do
this.
it. But that is a,
Ollie's trying to justify it so we can give it a super nice. Do you know what? It's the last one of the week, and I feel like we've not done many super
I think that's
nices.
super nice.
Should we super nice
Yeah.
it? Yeah, we'll break the rules.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Yeah.
That's it. Last bite fault for this week, which means it's the end of the show. I wish it never ended. I really do.
Yeah. All right. As I said, I'm off to Italy. Top secret mission.
Top secret
It's
mission.
not very secret to go and make some videos. So
I'm not off to Italy. I'm going to sit at home and watch the Giro live on GCN Plus, my feet up on the telly. Right.
Bye.